we're in correction or bear market territory, almost across the line here. And like I said, all right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. It is the weekend, so it's time to update the 10K Challenge portfolio. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And of course, if you like this video, please smash the like button for us. Any thoughts and comments, please feel free to drop below. Also, you will see in the pinned comment there is a link to our free Discord. We're almost at 500 people. We would love to have you join us, so you're welcome to come over. So let's get into the 10K Challenge. Let me just explain for a minute what we're doing. So basically, we started with $10,000 in cash at the beginning of 2022, and we're going to see what we can turn that into. So we have several goals. Our ultimate goal is to turn $10,000 into $100,000. We have a few goals before then. The first objective, obviously, is we want the portfolio to make money. So that's number one. Number two, we are measuring ourselves against 8 different things. 4 of the major indexes, which is the S&P 500, the Dow, the Russell, and the NASDAQ. And then we picked the top 2 precious metals, which is clearly gold and silver, and the top 2 cryptocurrencies, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we're going to track our progress versus their progress starting from the beginning of January until, for starters, until the end of the year. So it is our objective to beat all 8 of those things. That is our benchmark that we set at the beginning of the year. Anything less than first place out of those 8 things, we will consider that we did not succeed. So that's the philosophy. Let's take a look at the portfolio. Okay, right now the portfolio consists of 14 different things. There are 9 stocks in the portfolio, and there are 5 options that we currently hold. The options altogether represent less than 15% of the entire portfolio. So they're an important piece of the puzzle, but they are the smallest piece because, again, this is not a high-risk strategy. So I do like to use some options, but we use them sparingly and make that a small percentage of our portfolio. Also, you'll notice there's only 9 stocks, so there may be more than that as time goes by. We rarely switch stocks out, although we will do some of that. We've already done a little bit of profit taking. Most, if not all, of the stocks in the portfolio are high growth, small cap stocks, so they tend to run quickly, up and down. So we do some profit taking, and I'll let you know that as we go along. So remember, we are not adding any money to this account this year. We put $10,000 in the beginning, and we're looking to take the 10 and turn it into as much as we can turn it into. So we need to do a little churning through this and take some profits at times in order so that we can grow the account. So this week, this is the week ended Friday, March 11th. You're going to see we had 14 positions. These are the same 14 positions that we held last Friday. So whereas last week, if you want to watch the episode called Week 9, you'll see we made a bunch of trades last week. Opportunities presented themselves. This week, which is Week 10, I did not make a lot of trades. I did take small profits on one thing and added to some of my existing positions. These 14 in a row are listed in order from my largest position to the smallest position. So CleanSpark's been at the top of the list for a while. CleanSpark has been the best performing stock in the portfolio, so that remains the number 1 position in the portfolio. All these positions started out relatively similar in size. So CleanSpark remains in first place as the largest position. Romeo actually is in second place, and I added to this position on the dip this week. So you can see we've got a Bitcoin miner, we've got an EV play. This is a small cap EV play. Arrow is also a small cap EV play. Bitfarms is another Bitcoin miner. Immersion is a small cap high growth stock. Hut is another Bitcoin miner. Nano Dimension is a small cap high growth stock. Curiosity is a streaming service, again a small cap high growth stock. And Volta is an EV fueling station. So that's our most recent addition. That's why it's our smallest position right now. When I buy in, I don't buy a full position. I buy in assuming I have not perfectly timed the bottom and that I will average my way in over time. So there's been a pattern emerging the last 5 or 6 weeks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday have been fairly healthy. Thursday's been bad. Friday's been a disaster. So I talked about that last week and several times on the live stream, which we do after the market closes every day. And I anticipated that that was probably going to happen again this week. And of course it did. I did take some profits on these Bitfarm options. And with that, I was able to add into some of my positions on Friday on the down day. And we're going to take a close look at Friday because I want to show you a trend that's occurring. It's fairly dramatic. So if we look at the portfolio right now, the value is $8,165.26, and we have $1,606.76 in cash on the sidelines. So that's about as low as I'm trying to go. $1,400 or $1,500 is about as low as we've gotten. I'm trying to keep some amount of cash on the sidelines so that on the red days, nobody loves a red day, but those are the buying opportunities. So some amount of cash has to be on the sideline for red days. So we're at about $1,600 right now on the sidelines, and the portfolio is worth about $8,100. So we're down about $150 this week. And again, this all happened on Thursday and Friday. Thursday was a bad day. Friday was a worse day. So having said that, like I said, I did take some profits earlier in the week, set some money aside, and bought into my positions. So I now, even though the portfolio is at relatively the same number, I have a lot more shares of some of my positions than I did. And this is what I've been doing over the last 10 weeks. It's been a very, very choppy, rough market. So I've been trying to take some small profits as I go along and reinvest them and make my positions larger and larger so that when my positions take off, I will get more of an upside. Again, I review my positions regularly. I only have 9 stocks, and you don't have to have that many. You can have more, you can have less. It should be as many as you're comfortable managing because you should know your stocks. Particularly in the small cap high growth sector, you should really know your stocks because they are very volatile and never more so really than the last 15 months. It's been like whiplash since really last February. So if you're investing in the small cap high growth, just know you need to have the stomach for that because there's days where you're up 10 or 15%. There's days where you're down 10 or 15%. What you want is to have confidence in your stock to know that regardless of what's happening today or this week or even through the course of these first 10 weeks, that my long-term expectation is that the price of these stocks are going to go up dramatically. So I'm looking for multiples of what they are right now. So they may go down. Like I said, when I buy in, I'm not necessarily picking the bottom perfectly on all these stocks. In fact, I probably never pick the bottom perfectly. So as I average in over time, I bring down my cost basis. I also increase my number of shares so that when the stock takes off, the payday is bigger. I want to just show you what's happening on Fridays. I grabbed 4 screenshots from 4 of the last 5 Fridays, just to give you an understanding of how brutal Friday has been. Okay, so this was this Friday. The portfolio lost $523 on Friday. Now, I should not say that it lost that much money. The portfolio was down $523. I did not sell any stocks at a loss. So I have no realized losses. I have confidence in all my stocks, so I think that this money is coming back. However, on Friday, we were down $523, and this has turned into a theme. We called it before it even happened. Like I said, I had set some money aside going into Friday so that I could increase some of my positions when this happened. So this is last Friday, down $562. So there's 2 Fridays in a row we were down between $500 and $600. That's a fairly large percentage on one day. That erased all my gains for the week. And Thursday this week wasn't much better either. So 2 weeks in a row, Thursday and Friday were not good at all. So this was Friday 3 weeks ago on February 18th. You can see, again, down $522.59. So that's $1,500 we're down just on the last 3 Fridays. And I'm going to show you one more, the week before that. This is Friday, February 11th, down $477. So just these 4 Fridays, which is 4 of the last 5 Fridays, we lost $2,000 in the portfolio. So you might say, well, why don't you just sell everything before then and then buy it back after it goes down? The reason is that is not what this portfolio is about. This is not a day trading portfolio. This is not a super short-term swing trading portfolio, and we are not trying to guess. So yeah, there's been a 4 or 5 week trend here where Friday is a nightmare. And that's going to be true until it's not true anymore. And I don't want to get stuck on the weekend when Friday's a great day and I have sold all my positions. Over the long term, I'm not looking to time the market. I'm not looking to buy in and get out. Yes, if this was a day trading account, that would be a different strategy. But that is not what the 10K challenge is about. We are long-term investors, so I'm holding my investments. I'm trying to add to them strategically given these opportunities on Fridays. So some of my investments over the course of this 5 weeks, even though our total portfolio is the same amount, there are certain investments I've been able to double the number of shares that I own. So again, that's our long-term strategy. Let's compare ourselves to the other 8 benchmarks that we are in competition with and see what happened this week. Okay, so I have last week's rank, previous rank, and then the current rank. This is as of this Friday. So the first thing you'll see is they're identical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nobody changed positions. So the 10K challenge is here stuck in 8th place, where we've been for a few weeks. So I will tell you, there were times by Wednesday we were in 3rd place, only to drop back to 8th place by Friday. And as I just showed you, we've had a lot of rough Fridays. So I'm not concerned about that. We are 10 weeks in, so we're about 20% of the way through the year. So we'd like to see some progress over the next 10 weeks. We'd like in the next 10 weeks to really move up this list. And you can see it's very close. Ethereum is having a very difficult year. It's down 31%. And these are not from their recent highs. These are just from January 1st. So all of these are actually down more than this from their November highs. This is just measured because we started this competition on the 1st of January, which was really the 3rd of January was the first trading day. We're measuring ourselves against all of what these were on that day. The NASDAQ is down 17.9%. Bitcoin's down 17.1%. The Russell is down 11.8%. The S&P is down 11.8%. Even the Dow is down 9%. The two things that are performing well, and this will really tell you how the market is going, gold and silver are in 1st and 2nd place, and I will tell you the other thing that we could have added to this list is oil, and that would be in 1st place. Oil, silver, and gold have been going up, and typically that's a very good indicator that the rest of the market is going down. And as you can see, we're in correction or bear market territory almost across the line here, and like I said, this is not from their recent highs, it's just from January 1st. Our 2 goals before the end of the year is we want to make money, right? Because right now the portfolio is actually down a little bit, and we want to end up in 1st place on this list. So you can see there's still a lot of work left ahead. However, I feel like the portfolio is in a great position. I still feel very confident about all 9 stocks that we hold in the portfolio. So if I add this column, change this week. So this is what each one of these did this week. You can see there are 2 that are green, silver and gold. Those are the only 2 that are green for the year. Those were the only 2 that went up this week. So this week was business as usual. Silver and gold went up. The rest of the market went down. It got hit pretty hard this week. So that brings you up to date through week 10. Thanks so much for watching. And if you guys are playing along, I hope your portfolio is going well. And remember, be patient. It's a long year. So thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.